Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Billy with Crafting Cake with Billy. I'm super excited to have you guys here today with me. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. And if you've been crafting with me for a while, welcome back. So today I thought I would show you how to make these spine dangles. Now these spine dangles I made for my very last vintage love junk journal, and I will link that journal below so that you can see it if you missed it. But I did add these cute little spine dangles to the spine of my journal, and I'll show it to you, the one that I made. These are a lot of fun to make, and they're simple, and the wonderful thing about them is you use what you have. So this is the spine dangle that I made for my last journal, and again you can use whatever you have. I used this dangle that I made a while back that I will link below if you're interested in making one of these to go on your spine dangle. But I used the hoops that you get from the Dollar Tree, and they're like the silver hoops that are in the 3-ring binder. And they are super easy to use, and for some reason I am overlooking the one that, oh, here it is, sorry. Okay, so these are two that I made. Of course they are shabby chic, but you can pretty much use whatever you have and use the colors that you like. So this one I added like a tassel. I added a cute little floral paper flower, some cheesecloth, some rope, and then I think this was some of that rope from Hobby Lobby spring collection. It had the beads on there. I used some string pearls, I used wooden beads, I used some pretty bling beads and some pink lace. But I love the shabbiness of these. I have not seen anyone do these, which I'm not saying that someone hasn't done them, but I just decided to put these on the silver rings. This pretty flower I got from a wonderful crafty friend who sent this to me, and then I altered it by adding a paper flower and all of these luscious soft goodies here. So I have like rope and lace and ribbon and cheesecloth, and I have another tassel there, and then some of that netting that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I wish they would bring it back because I need some more. So those are two that I made, and we're gonna make one together so I can show you how simple they are. Also, if you didn't check out my video on these cute little tucks for your junk journal, I will link those below so you can check those out and make some of those for your stash, make some of these for your stash. And there's just so many things you can make. So we're gonna get started. My trusty plate here so that you can see what's going on a little bit easier. And I'm gonna start off with just one of the rings, and you can get a pack of rings. I think they come 6 or 8 in a pack for $1 at the Dollar Tree, or $1.25. I'm going to show you how simple these are to make. I'm going to start off with some rope, and this is some of that Hobby Lobby rope that I was telling you about. And you make it as long as you want, as short as you want. I'm just going to cut it there. And then this is the opening here. So I'll keep it closed to start. And then I'm gonna put a nice little tie in the bottom of this hoop. Can you see that? Got it just like that. And I'm just gonna tie it. Nice little pull there. And you can knot it if you'd like, just to make sure that it's secure. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this, and this is super long right now, and that's okay because whatever we don't use, we can just snip it off. So, all right, now let's see, what do we want to add? I have some cheesecloth. Now you can get cheesecloth from any craft store. I found this at Hobby Lobby when it was on clearance. So, and it comes in like several layers. So you can like tear a layer, or you can cut it. If you like those frayed edges, you can tear. I'm a sucker for frayed edges. Not quite sure why. All right, so we have a few pieces here, just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna, you can double knot it, or you can just do it once. It's totally up to you. It's not gonna come apart with just one, so you can just do it once if you'd like. So we got that going on here. And then I do want to add another one to the other side of my rope, just to balance it a little bit. And the bad part is that I just did this upside down, but you're going to do yours. Start at the part where it's bound together. Don't start at the opening. I just did that upside down, but it's okay. I'm just going to show you. Make sure your opening is at the top so that you're able to open it. I'm gonna have a hard time moving this now, so just learn from my mistake. I hope you guys are doing well out there today. I'm happy to be crafting. I love to craft. All right, so it looks like this so far. And now I'm gonna add, I have some of these cute little beads here. Find some beads that have the, I'm gonna have to move this because I gotta put my beads on. All right, bear with me for a moment, guys. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents, right? Says Bob Ross. Happy accidents. Okay, now we're on the right side here. So my opening's at the top, so I can open and close it. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna add a couple of beads. These beads have the very wide opening so that they'll actually go onto these hoops. Most beads will not because they have smaller openings, so you have to make sure you have beads that are wide enough to slip onto these hoops. Let's just do one bead on each side. And then let's see what else we want to add. I have some pearls. We could add some pearls, string of pearls here. Okay, we'll snip that. And I'll add some pearls here. This is fun. Now the pearls are not gonna, they're not gonna knot like fabric or trim. So, but that's okay because we can still hide the top of that. All right, so this is what we have so far. We have pearls and cheesecloth, and we're making this super shabby. Super, super shabby. Okay, I also have some of this really soft pink rope. You guys didn't believe me when I said you could add anything, right? Yep, anything you have. And you know, you always have those little bags of snippets of things that you haven't used, or you use it for something else and you just have like little short pieces. This is the perfect project for that. Let's cut that to give it some more shabbiness. And I'm just playing around with this. Okay. Yeah, that's how I like it. Okay, let's add some more. Let's see what else we want to add. For those of you who are not always into pink, I'm gonna put a touch of blue. How about that? This is some of that really soft blue trim, and I'm doing the same thing. Just gonna add a quick little tie. You could go all the way around this ring doing that if you want to, or just do the bottom half. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, so we have this, and then we must add lace, right? We need lace. Let's add some lace. This is some thicker lace, so I am thinking cut it in half. This is a pretty long piece. Probably don't need it that long, but let's live on the edge today, right? We're living on the edge. Okay. Okay, so now we'll take a piece of that and we're gonna tie that on as well. Another good thing about this, if you gift some of these to someone, they can take them apart and use the trim. Isn't that a good way to gift trim? So I am gonna tie that. Now we have some pink lace. We have some beads here. I'm gonna add maybe 2 more beads to each side. And then we want a focal point. Okay. I want to cut this just a little bit so we have all different lengths. And I want a focal point. So I'm thinking a flower or something like that for a focal point. I have this flower. I have this flower. I have this flower. I have other flowers, but they're not close by, so we're gonna pick one of these. So, what do you guys think of this? Or this one? Or this one? I don't know. I'm a bit indecisive. I kind of like this one. I don't know about that one. That one's too bright. I kind of like this one. Let's do this one. This is a Hobby Lobby flower. And you find these in the wedding section, if they still have them. I got this probably last year sometime, so we're gonna add, oops. We're gonna add some glue, and we're gonna add the flower there. And my flower fell apart, so we'll just add some glue to it. It's no problem at all. There's no problem glue can't fix, craft-wise. And we'll stick him right there. And voila! There we have it. A shabby spine dangle for your junk journal, or for anything that you would like to embellish and make look nice. I will stick my others here so that you can see them, and I do hope you go and try these. Let me know what you think. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, I would appreciate if you would do so. I will put all of the related videos in the description below. Be sure to go and check them out. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, have a super fabulous day. All right, bye.